Hello and welcome back to the Colony with Man of the Antz. We are playing some more Dirt 2 today. The reason I couldn't get through that without guffawing to myself is that I'd already done this, so the game audio wasn't recording for some weird reason, so I've resolved that issue. Anyway, we are back in Dirt 2, and the reason we are back in Dirt 2 is not to start off a whole series on going through a whole career mode. No. In my last video, I did say if anyone has any suggestions on how I can improve my driving, let me know. That was largely aimed at Kapil. I can't recall if I said that now or not, but Kapil did come back to me with some suggestions. One suggestion was to go to my local supermarket car park and handbrake around the car park in my little Corsa. Not going to do that. Obviously, highly illegal. Don't do that at home, kids. He had a more reasonable suggestion of going to manual gearing, picking a tarmac stage like San Remo and driving the Lancia Fulvia. So, first of all, I went to make sure that I am in manual options, so I'll just show you that, just so you know where it is. So I'm in manual sequential. Because I do have the G27, I do have the option of doing H pattern or H pattern with clutch. We could do both, I suppose. But I mean, it doesn't matter because I'm not going to use the H pattern. I'm just going to use manual sequential. So I'm going to use the paddles on the back of the wheel for that. Kapil can tell me whether he thinks that's entirely wrong or not. And the other option that I've changed isn't actually within the game itself, but within the Logitech profiles. Someone pointed out in the comments, because one of the things that I really made a bit of an issue about was the fact there was no recenter button in the headset. But if I press a button on my joystick, on my H pattern shifter box now, there's several buttons on there. If I press one, it recenters it. Look at that. How did I do that, you say? Well, the Logitech profile software, as I said, I'm using the G27, which is an older one, but I assume this is also possible on the newer steering wheels as well, like the G29. In the Logitech profile software, you can create a profile for games. So you point it at the executable of the game itself, so it knows when it should actually be activated, and then you can set certain buttons to act as keystrokes. And someone in the comments last time pointed out that you can actually use F11 on the keyboard to recenter rather than having to go into the options. So you can recenter at any time now, like that, rather than having to wait till you're in-game and going into the options to do it. So that's great. Thank you so much for pointing that out to me. And as I said, I can now map F11 to a button on my steering wheel so I can recenter it whenever I need, which is wonderful. So, back to improving I pressed the wrong button. I pressed the recenter button, of course. Back to improving my driving. So, San Remo, had to look it up. That is an Italian track. If we just slip through the countries available to us, you may notice a glaring flaw in this plan. There's no Italy. So, I had a look through all of the countries, and it does show you down here somewhere the surface types. And Spain, wherever you go in Spain, is entirely smooth asphalt. So that seems like it's sensible for us, doesn't it? I had a look through the tracks as well here. There is a relatively short track just over here. We were on start with 2.85 miles. Only 190-foot elevation change as well, whereas 1,000 foot, 100 foot, 900 foot. So I think having a nice, sensible 200-foot elevation means there shouldn't be too many bumps or anything like that to worry about. The stage is called the Descenso por Carretera. Wonderful. So we're going to race there on a clear surface. Yes, please. The Lancia Fulva is this wonderful old school rally car. Isn't that just beautiful? I'm assuming he suggested this because it's relatively low power, only 4 gears for us to worry about, and it's front wheel drive. It is front wheel drive. So yes, so what I'm going to do then is I'm going to do 1 run of the course, or maybe 2, depending on how terrible the first one is and if I crash the car. I'll then do some runs off camera, which I will be recording, so if anything hilarious happens, you will get to see it. But I'll do 3 or 4 runs off camera, and then I'll do another run back on camera again. I say camera, but you know what I mean. And we'll see if I've improved myself. So what I'm thinking about doing is either maybe some more after this as well. Maybe we'll get some more suggestions from Kapil on what else I can do to try and improve my racing skills. But for now, we're going to go to Ribadelas, was that, in Spain? The Descenso por Carretera. Elevation 190 foot, as I said. And we are in manual control, which I need to remember because I am going to be way too keen on just ignoring it. Going to get myself nice and comfortable. All right, then. We are good to go. We are good to go. Just going to check the brightness options very quickly, because I know that I played with them last time, and it seems a little dull there. Oop, not what I wanted. It's a little bit down, isn't it? That's pretty much where we left it, but we can see the dirt rally on the side there perfectly fine. So let's just go for it. Not going to change any options. We're going to leave it exactly as is. It is in the sunshine, which is wonderful.
5, 4, 3.
Let's recenter that 2, straight away.
1, go. 56 left, 30.
Almost immediately forgot I needed to change the gears.
6 long, into 1 left long.
Oh, it's a terrible start. Now, I said the other cars...
Tightens.
Or in fact, in the video that I didn't actually end up using, I said that I thought that the steering felt a little sluggish. That is not the case in this car. You can see how twitchy it is all the time.
4 right long, into big cut, 5 left.
I think I'm barely going out fast until this point, pretty much. What did he say? What did he say?
Right.
Oh, it's so hard trying to do a rally game and talk at the same time.
6 left, opens 30. 6 left, into 5 right tightens.
Okay, so they're fairly sensible corners. We should be okay to power through. No, we're not.
150.
We're fine.
5 left, extra long.
5 left, extra long.
Into 6 right, into cut. 5 left.
Ooh.
100.
I did watch
50.
a video, I mentioned him last time,
Slow 50, 2 right.
of good old Jimmy.
Into 2 left long.
Ooh, all right.
Right.
Everything's fine. Taking on the fastest stage in Dirt 2, which is I can't remember the stage it was now.
60.
But it was very windy to start with, and then it was fairly straight, so it's just flat out pretty much for a huge part of the course.
Keep left over 30.
And watching someone who actually knows how to play these games is, it's insane, really. So I'm assuming this, Kapil's suggestion of driving on asphalt, is going to get me just used to the steering wheel more than anything. It's not really going to prepare me for rally games because we're not sliding the car too much.
2 right long, opens over crest, 30.
He says, immediately sliding around corners.
Into 5 right. Into 3 left. Open 6, extra long, 30.
Okay, it's weird trying to get used to gearing in game. I remember years ago, I think on the original PlayStation, there was a Porsche racing game, which only had Porsches in. And I think it was the reason that you couldn't use Porsches in other games for ages. Because whoever made it had, like, I think it was EA, had the rights to use Porsches in racing games for like 20 years or something stupid. But I remember in that game, that was the only racing game where I actually learned all the courses perfectly by the gears you needed to go around the corners in. So not only did I know the courses, which obviously you managed to achieve in many racing games,
Into 1 right over finish. Into 2 left.
but I managed to be very good with manual. But that was the only time I think I've really properly used manual gearing outside of American Truck Simulator, which doesn't really count, and Euro Truck Simulator, I suppose. So, 259.0. At least that's a nice, easy one to remember, isn't it? 259.0. I suppose if I'd have done an actual rally there rather than a time trial, I may have seen what the sort of timings from other people were. But maybe we'll do a few runs off camera now in the time trial, and then we'll maybe do a rally. We'll set up a rally in it to see how we compare against other people. We'll see. We'll see. So, yes, there we go. That's how that works. So I'm going to carry on now, and I shall be back momentarily.
Into 2 left long. Into 3 right. 4 left. We have punctured the left rear. 6 right. Into cut. 5 left long. Opens. 100. Into 1 right. Into 1 right over finish. Into 2 left. Into 3 right to stop.
Oh, lordy. Well, that is the first time I've done like 4 or 5, maybe even 6 attempts. I think probably 4 or 5. I had to stop one because my car got a puncture. Every attempt I had, I was worse. Every attempt I had, something went horribly wrong. Even on that attempt, nothing went massively wrong, but my third sector was still slower than my previous attempt. So, what I think we're gonna do... I might have a couple more runs off camera, I think. I might have a couple more runs off camera. Yeah. Just try and get it in my head a bit more. And then then I'll do one of the in a rally.
5.
And we'll see how I do then.
3. 6 left, 150. 5 left, extra long. Is that a puncher on the left rear? Into 3 right to stop.
Oh my word, that's another like 5-6 seconds knocked off the time. 5 seconds, 5.2 seconds knocked off pretty much. That's insane. That's insane. So I've knocked off, where am I now? I started at what, 3 was it? Was it 2:59 or was it 3 flat? I think it was 2:59. So I've knocked like 10 seconds off my time. That's an insane amount of time to knock off. So I think that's a good point. The reason I'm going to leave that there is because I managed to best. I'm trying to figure what session results would be. Oh, there it is. It's kind of irrelevant, but yeah, I managed to beat every sector was green. So every sector I did better on than I did before, and I felt like it was pretty good. There were a couple of minor knocks, but nothing major at all. So let's create a championship, which is going to be España. Service degradation, fine. Yes, that's fine. Yes. No, that's the wrong stage. How do we stage options? Remove stage? Yes. How did I? No. Oh, in here. Did I not see this before? Clear surface, on, interval short, confirm. That's perfect. Confirm. So I might have a couple attempts at this to actually get through it without damaging my car too much. Because like I say, it did take me a few attempts. And I will be back to talking now. It's amazing that the attempt where I was talking to you guys, it was obviously a little bit slow, but I didn't manage to have any major accidents. Whereas as soon as I tried to do it off camera and do it well, I was bouncing off the walls all over the place. I flipped the car, all sorts. So hopefully this will be a bit better. We'll just go straight into a start. Hopefully that'll be right. So I did experiment with the starts a little bit, because you can see, because you've got a ghost which appears in the time trials, it's fairly easy to see where the whether the start's better or not. But it does seem to be the best thing to do is just to smash the throttle down, hold it down, let it go,
5, 4,
and then just do that. 2, 1, go. All right.
56 left, 30.
So I'm going to be talking again, so we'll see how we go.
6 long, into 1 left long.
So far, so good. Oh, I didn't get up to 4th there. I have got up to 4th there. I did bounce off the
50.
barrier there as well.
2 left long.
It's a little frustrating, and that could have been smoother. I'm normally up to 4th by the time I get to there, so that's a bit concerning as well.
Into big cut, 5 left. Into
Now this corner coming up here, this next one here,
extra long.
I messed that up a couple of times, so I am careful going through there.
60.
I do cut that quite significantly now, which saves a fair few seconds. This one here, although it's only a 6 into a 5, I do ease off, because that little bump,
150.
that's why. That's why.
Extra long.
Oh, okay. Let's
50.
compose ourselves. Let's start that again. Yeah, that's 6 into that 5. There's a little bump just as you turn into the 5, and it does absolutely throw you off. Like, you should be able to go pretty much full pelt through there because of that little bump.
5, 4.
It is really easy just to kick you into that wall.
1, go.
And I have got a puncture on that wall before and had to stop one of my attempts. Oh, I wasn't really listening.
Opens.
Oh, okay. Right, focus. Deep breaths. Okay.
56 left, 30.
Okay,
Right,
better
opens,
start.
6 long, into 1 left long.
Felt quite good.
Into 3 right tightens. 50.
Well, that was probably worse than my first attempt, but okay, we'll go with it.
50. 4 right long. Into big cut, 5 left.
It's So there's the big cut, and then this weird little left that I've mucked up before, so I tend to be overly cautious.
Right.
And I haven't hit that wall yet, but I'm always very concerned I'm about to.
60.
Up into fourth as we get to this cut. Perfect.
6 left into 5 right tightens.
Here we go again. All right, here we go again. Well,
6 left, 150. 5 left.
I had to stop because it just bounced all over the place. It was better, wasn't it?
Into 6 right. Into
This is a
cut.
very long one that I've come in very tight on, but it's okay. He says cut there, but I don't tend to cut very
6
much.
left, 50.
And to sort of hug the
6
inside.
left of a crest, slow 50, 2 right.
I always max out by the time I get to this 2 right. And I've only once pulled that 2 right off properly, and it's not today. But that could be worse, I suppose. So I don't know if that green sector at the bottom there means I was actually in front of everyone. Was I the leading? I suppose I wasn't the last person to go, most likely. But I'm certainly no longer the lead-in racer. But we'll see how we go. I might have another attempt after this.
Into 4 left long.
I'll be interested to see just how...
3 right long tightens.
So I know I got 2:54 in the time trials. I'll be interested to see how that compares
100.
to the times when we finish off here.
30.
Like the text there, that leaderboard up in the top right that I was way too focused on as I came into that corner.
4 left. Into 5 right.
It's completely illegible in VR. It's a waste of time having it there, really.
Into 3 left. Open 6. Extra long. 30.
We're back in the green, so I guess that's good. Oh, and I've mucked this one up before as well. That's not going to be good. That's not going to be good. Oh, Lord.
Into 6 left.
I probably would have got a penalty for that, right?
Opens. Into 6 left.
We've gone too far now. We'll see it through.
Tightens 4. Keep right over 50. 3 left tightens. Into 4 right.
And 3 into 4, then up to these final set of hairpins. Which even though I said I was not prepared for, that was not great. And then this final one around
Into 1 right over
into the finish.
Into 2 left. Into 3 right to stop.
Whew, I don't normally have to do this last bit, so this has confused me. So I'll just hair towards the marshal. A 3:03 our time was. That's terrible. But we were second with that
Stage
3:03.
finished. Well done.
So that's interesting. What did first place get? Oh, we were fourth, actually. That's still very good. First place was 2:59, so first place was around the same time as our initial attempt. And if we manage to get through there at either of my better attempts, then we are immediately winning. So that shows you that I'm actually not as bad as I thought. I do just want to have a very quick look to see if OSD settings. So there's no way of making it bigger, because that's what I want. I want bigger, because it's useless existing to me, but fine, it's not a thing apparently. Right, let's have another go. I want to try and get first in this.
5, 4, 3.
2, 1, go. All we really need is a clean track or a clean race,
3 right opens. 6 long. Into 1 left long.
and we're basically in first.
Into 3 right tightens.
So that was a lot better.
2 left long.
That could have been cleaner. And we're nowhere near as fast there as we normally are. We only came into it at third, whereas normally I'm just tickling fourth as I get in there.
Right long. Opens of a crest into 5 left. Extra long.
Try not to be too tentative, but it's hard. And then there's this. Well, that was actually quite good. That was quite fast, I think.
6 left.
I haven't hit that tree yet, but I'm always terrified I'm going to.
5 right tightens. 50.
So here's this. We'll ease off the accelerator.
150.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Extra long.
So you can see just how those couple of little mistakes in the beginning of the track can really muck you up.
Left long.
So we didn't throw the back end out there, so we're okay. We did cut that. We're going to hit that wall. Oh, you son of a gun.
Something doesn't feel right at the rear. Is it a puncture?
Is it a puncture? Oh, that's a pain, isn't it? That was going so well up till then. So well up till then. Okay, we can do better. We can do better. Don't think I've ever done that before.
5,
First time for everything, right, mate? What have you got there? I wonder if that's the actual...
1, go.
Is that the actual
30.
notes, I wonder? I should stop looking.
Opens 6 long into 1 left long. Into 3 right tightens.
Okay, not a great start. Not a great start. Nope, 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 nope. We're not going to have that. Whew. Okay.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Right, focused.
56 left, 30. 3 right opens, 6 long into 1 left long. Into 3 right tightens.
Don't know what kicked the back end out there. Must have just been turning as I just
50.
tapped the brake.
2 left long.
And I wasn't turning enough there, but that's okay. We got away with that.
50.
So again, that wasn't the fastest, but we'll be okay.
5 left. Into 5 right long. Opens of a crest into 5 left. Extra long.
And then try not to be too tentative. And then take this slightly tight. And then try not to spin it.
60.
And up into 4th.
6 left. Opens 30.
There we go, okay.
6 left. Into 5 right tightens.
And there's this tricky little corner.
6 left. 150.
Oh, you son of a
5
gun.
left, extra long.
Ooh. How do people get good enough to this to not do that on every single attempt? It blows my tiny mind.
4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay, come on now.
6 left, 30. 3 right opens, 6 long into 1 left long. Into 3 right tightens. 50. 2 left long. 50. 4 right long.
Okay, that was better. That was better. I went very quiet through that beginning bit just to try and
5 right long.
nail it a bit more. That's probably a bit early to go down into up into 4th even.
Cut. 5 right.
So the big cut, keep inside, up into 4th.
60. 6 left.
Swing it through there.
6
Beautiful.
left into 5 right tightens.
Okay.
6 left, 150.
Pretty good, pretty good.
5
Probably was a little bit too tentative through there, but we got through. That's all that really matters.
into 6
Now
right.
there's this long left where it's way too easy to ride the barrier or fishtail the car, but we got away with it. We've not cut that corner, so we're not going to go roller coastering around there again.
6 left of a crest.
Already in
50, 2
4th.
right.
Maxing out the speed as we get to this 2.
Into 2 left long. Into 3 right.
Oh, that was very nearly good. That was very nearly good. I was quite happy with that, actually.
Right, extra long of a crest.
That
6
corner is always... Having 2 2s, the right and the left, a less bend like that is really tricky. Particularly when you've got that just drop off the left-hand side of you as well.
3 right tightens.
3 right tightens, almost clipped the inside wall. It's awkward because obviously I'm used to driving right-hand cars as well. So I don't usually have to think about the right-hand side of the car, it's just where my right arm is.
30.
So being thrown into a left-hand car
Opens of a crest. 30. 4 left. Into 5
is actually really tricky because trying to have a spatial awareness of your car
left.
on the right-hand side when you're not used to left-hand drive, it's not easy, I'll tell you, it's not easy.
Keep left. Into 2 right long.
Right, keep left.
Into 6 left. Into 3 right.
So we mucked up there before, but we're doing okay. That went okay. Probably could have come out in that second rather than third, where I thought I was.
6 left.
But that's all right.
Extra long.
Extra long into a 4. Yep.
Keep right over 50. 3 left tightens.
Right into 50. 3 left tightens, down into 3rd.
1 left.
4 right, and then into the 1s. So brake and down into 2. I actually went down into 1, but I realised my mistakes. That's all right. And then this final one.
Into 1 right over finish. Into 2.
250.
3 right to stop.
We have just smashed another 4 seconds off of our time. Oh. Well, that really shows you just how much you can improve just by doing a course a few times and getting used to it, I suppose, and getting used to the car as well.
Win the championship.
Wow, massive improvements. Now, I should be fast because they got 2:59 and they're still, see, I'm 8 seconds ahead pretty much of where they are. Wow, awesome. Well, there we go. There we go. Let's whack the replay on while I, how do you change camera? What is that? What is that? What is change camera? Buttons 5 and 6. What are buttons 5 and 6? Ah, it's the paddles. Not that it really matters, but you can use the wheel to speed it up and slow it down. That's so cool. Anyway. Oh, there we go then. So, that was my attempt at getting better at Dirt Rally 2 with the G27 steering wheel. So I hope you enjoyed that. If you'd like to see more, and this is obviously mainly aimed at Kapil again, if you'd like to see more, then do let me know down in the comments, or hit the like button. That would also go a little way towards letting me know you'd like to see more. And if you do want to see more, then Kapil's going to have to give me another, well, a challenge. Is challenge the word I'm looking for? Another another course, another car combination, and anything he thinks I should focus on to improve my my ability, I guess. But you can see there that I did that course maybe, what, 8-9 times in the end, something like that, and improved my time by 10 seconds. And what almost certainly wasn't a perfect lap, a perfect run either. There were a couple of points where I definitely could have improved on that, and yeah, still improved my time by almost 10 seconds, which is insane. So like I say, if you did enjoy that, do click the like button. If you'd like to see more, then let me know down in the comments. If you're not subbed to the channel already, I've never said subbed before, that's weird, but do subscribe, that would be awesome. Don't forget, I do stream on Wednesdays, and I'd just love to see you there. I am about to finish Monster Hunter World, so if you would want to see Dirt Rally as a stream and watching me improve, then, you know, again, let me know in the comments if that's something you'd like to see. As I said in other videos, I'm probably also thinking about doing Surviving Mars to complement the Frostpunk series we have ongoing on the channel at the moment, so let me know what you'd like to see down in the comments, as always. If I don't see you in the stream, I will see you next time, maybe in Dirt Rally or maybe in some other magical VR adventure, maybe No Man's Sky, which is out now as well. So if you haven't seen that video, go check that out, because that is... I've moaned in the first video for this on how you don't do a VR implementation. No Man's Sky is how you do a VR implementation, so it's worth checking out just to see the difference in how different developers handle it. And they really have knocked it out the park, their Hello Games, they really have. Some performance problems, but I haven't really suffered with them too much, so I was gushing in my video, whereas everyone else online has been, not everyone, a lot of people online have been quite vocal about having some fairly major issues, but there's already been 2 patches since it came out yesterday, like maybe 15 hours ago it dropped, something like that, and there's been 2 patches since, which is insane. More than 15 hours? Yeah, 27 hours is what I was going for, 27, 28 hours. Anyway, as always, thank you very much for joining me.